Welcome folks, here we are, pre-calculus practice test, question number 6. It says let I of x equal j of k of x, describe any translation, shifts, reflections, and compressions or stretches of I of x. So what you have to first do is you have to find I of x here. I of x is equal to j of k of x, which is described in the other one, problem here. As you can see here, j of k, we'll first write down what j and k are, right? So j of x is the square root of x, and k of x is negative 3x. So I have to put, I have my two functions. I basically have to put k and j, right? So we're going to first write down j, which is here, and j of x is the square root of x, and now we write it with a blank. So blank here, and what goes in the blank is the inside function, which is k. So I put k inside of here. And we call this j of k of x, jock of x. And now we have to describe this function here. Well, first thing I'm going to look for is any shifts. Shifts is when something is being added or subtracted. And if you look here, you have to read it properly. J of k of x equals the square root of negative 3 times x. Now if you notice when I read it, I didn't say plus or minus, which means there is no shift. Reflection. Reflection is when I have a negative here. Now there is a negative here, so that we do have a reflection, and this is negative on the inside. This is negative on the inside, okay, which means it's going to reflect over the y-axis here. I'm going to write down my little points here. This is going to reflect over the y-axis, okay. And next here, so reflections is done, and compression or stretch, so that's when I have something being multiplied here. And if you notice, I have 3 times, and the times was on the inside. Inside, that means it's going to be horizontal. Okay, so I have a horizontal something. And when it's horizontal, you do the reciprocal. And the reciprocal of 3 is going to be 1/3, right? So this is going to be 1/3, and because it's a fraction, this makes it a compression. So it's a horizontal compression by 1/3. And now we just have to look at which one of these it works for, or which one of these it's correct. So let's check it. A says a horizontal compression by a factor of 1/3 and reflected over the x. This is wrong. It's reflected over the y. B says vertical stretch. Well, that's wrong. Horizontal compression by a factor of 1/3 reflected over the y. C is clearly correct. D is wrong, and it's none of the above because C is right. Over there. Nice job.